Okay, welcome back to Idiosyncrasy, episode 11. And we have a question for you. What painting, if you had to live in it or visit it, would you want to live in? And could be any painting that is in the world, but you gotta live in it or visit it.
That's deep.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the intro.
For me, I think there's really two ways you could look at this question. It could be like the coolest like atmosphere or environment that you want to be in, so like some really cool portrait, or like you could almost do like a cool historical experience that was painted that you wanted to visit in a way.
Oh, okay.
You could I think you could kind of do both. Like you could, I mean, there's plenty of paintings of like Jesus' crucifixion, but I'm guessing you'd be visiting that interpretation of it.
Yeah, so because a lot of the paintings are like famous moments from history. So.
Yeah, a lot are. So it could be fun to like, Passover. That's a very famous painting. That's really big. But I think I would honestly probably just choose like Van Gogh's Starry Night. I know that's a very popular painting, but I think that'd be really cool if you were just like there and you
Inside
saw
of
that
it.
in the
And since
sky.
it's
Witnessing.
It's not
the
technically
beautiful-
realistic. It'd be weird.
Yeah.
Like
But you're
live in
like
an alternate dimension.
in this alternate impressionistic environment.
That would
I
be
think
really
that'd be cool. I don't think I would want to live there probably, but it'd be fun to be in for a few hours.
Yeah.
How about you, Colton?
I hadn't really thought about this, but the painting that I would live in is called The Sunny Day on a Norwegian Fjord by August Wilhelm Leu, okay? And it kind of just depicts, like, in the background, it's just huge mountains and clouds and...
Mm-hmm. When did you learn about this?
Recently, just like 10 minutes ago.
So you had to research this question.
But I don't know, it just kind of captured the beautifulness of mountains and has like the ice on top.
Yeah.
And then it has just like some old country people down in a boat on the river or on the rocks, I guess, and the river. Just kind of goes back to like the 1850s and stuff. Just truly inspires me to do nothing. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one painting that I think I would want to live in or visit, I'm going the more modern route here. It's a painting by Bob Ross called The Mountain Retreat. And it's just a picture of mountains with a little cabin by a lake. There's a waterfall in the background, bunch of big tall trees. Just be cool to live there or visit there. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's Bob Ross. So can't get better than him.
Nice. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, one thing, if I had to live in a painting, I would probably want it to be as realistic as possible.
Uh-huh.
And I know back in the day I took an art class, and we learned about Johannes Vermeer.
Yeah.
And one thing that he did was his paintings were very realistic or almost like a photograph, the way they were painted. And so I think I might want to live in one of his paintings. Although it was interesting that you said, Cade, it would be interesting to live in an alternate world that wasn't as realistic, like Van Gogh. And then if I was going to live in the painting, I would need a lot of food. So I think the best one for that would be Johannes Vermeer's The Milkmaid, because there's milk and food, so I could last a long time in that painting.
And he's a guy that likes bread.
I do. I really like bread, any kind of bread, except for rye.
Yeah. If you're going the food route, there's surely some like paintings of like historically great feasts. You could probably
Yeah,
The
that's
Lord's
good.
Supper.
Yeah.
Lord's Supper.
Or just like a bunch of grapes. Those are good too.
Oh yeah.
A vineyard. Painting of a vineyard.
But yeah, just a realistic as possible painting, I think, is what I would want.
Cool. Okay, so off mics, I asked you guys a question to prepare for about a week or two ago. I think most of you forgot until today.
Yep.
But
I for sure did.
But the question is, what would you do to take over the world? So for some hypothetical reason, you had to accomplish world domination. What would you actually do to achieve that? This doesn't have to be serious. You can do silly stuff too. And also, this is a hypothetical question. None of these are realistic plans that we're trying to do.
Wait, really? What? I was actually thinking about this.
This is not our intent. We just
Yeah, it's an idea.
Don't take this the wrong way, please.
Okay.
just a fun hypothetical.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess I'll start. And when Cade first asked me this, he said, take 20 or so minutes to think about it. And in 20 minutes, what I thought of was first of all, I'd need to take over America because that's just what I know, and it'd be easier to start with that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what does every American have in common that would be able to I would be able to influence them through?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, of course, number one would be a smartphone, but I don't know anything about computer hacking or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what's the other one? The other one, of course,
Is food.
food, but it's pretty hard to influence people with food unless you drug them, which I would rather not. So the third option, I guess, then
That
would
was
be
almost part of my plan.
the U.S. Postal Service.
Ooh.
A good portion of Americans have a post office box at least or a mailbox. And so what I would do
Yeah.
is I would infiltrate the post office. I'd get a job there and I'd work my way up and start sending these messages subconsciously until I had this devoted army of followers who didn't even realize they were being tricked.
So it's
Yeah.
basically brainwashing in a roundabout way.
Through people's mail. Most
Through-
people
You
just
gotta
throw
get 'em
away.
roused
I,
up.
I have to, yeah.
You gotta
I would
get 'em-
just throw away the mail that I
How-
got.
Yeah,
Like-
so it would be through like bills and stuff that people have to read and stuff.
Most people
Okay.
pay online, don't they?
Well, yeah,
You guys-
bills, letters,
Yeah.
You gotta get them roused with their emotions.
not junk mail.
Yeah.
Act without thinking. That's what you gotta do.
So that's step one. Infiltrate the post office, and you got a devoted army of followers in America.
Uh-huh.
And then I was thinking, in the board game Risk, the best strategy, of course, is to go to Australia and hide out there. So what would I do? I said, take all my followers, and we go hide in Australia and build up
Yeah.
an army, you know, like collecting the extra 2 armies or whatever every turn, something like that. And obviously, some of my followers would be computer experts. Then I'd get into the phones and
Uh-huh.
start influencing people there, and then I could go global. And that's how I'd pretty much influence everyone to be under my control.
Yeah.
But once I've done that, there's always going to be division in people because, like party memberships, this side or that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I came up with a pretty good way to sustain the peace between all the people of the world because there's differences and stuff. But I think I've narrowed it down to pretty much 2 main groups of people, and if we separated those out, there would basically be peace because
Yeah.
I would be the ruler, and then there would be like
Why are
this
you
group,
the ruler?
because I'm doing world
This is
domination.
unfair.
So I would be in control of the world, but so that these 2 parties don't fight, I would separate the one on this side and the one on that
Uh-huh.
side. But the one question that basically divides humanity into 2 groups would be obviously trolley gummy worms or Sour Patch Kids.
Ah, yeah.
And so I would poll the whole world, and if you said trolley gummy worms, you would go to live in this spot.
Uh-huh.
And if you said Sour Patch Kids, you would go over here. And I think that would create a pretty sustainable peace in the world.
At least for your
Would-
lifetime.
Yeah, at least
Would
for my
one
lifetime.
habitat be better than the other?
What's your opinion on that?
I can't say since if I said that.
you're a neutral party.
Uh-huh. But you guys
Uh,
could say. What would you guys say?
I'm definitely a trolley guy.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Got
I'd be
it.
over there with Colton in the trolley camp.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What about you, Cade?
I prefer Sour Patch Kids.
I don't know. Both of them, I'd say those are 2 of my top favorite candies. Just
Yeah.
the
Is
flavors
it
on them.
trolley or trolley?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
Is it just like troll?
The one thing about the trolley or trolleys is they have a weird aftertaste. But
Yeah.
Well, that kind of sour candy is gonna leave any weird aftertaste.
Well,
Yeah.
Sour
in your
Patch
mouth.
Kids don't. They just taste like sugar till
They
the
have a
end.
weird.
If I eat
First
too many
taste.
Sour Patch Kids, I can start feeling my face start
Yeah.
to sweat, and I
Well, the
don't
thing
like
is
that.
the trolley. Well, is your tongue doing that right now?
No,
Nope.
not right
No.
now, but it does it with Sour Patch Kids
or
and
just thinking
trolleys.
about it though?
No, I mean my mouth starts to water a little bit, but that's just when I think about food.
Yeah.
It's
The
true.
thing is, the troll ones aren't even sour. Or they're hardly sour
You
at all.
can get them sour because there's different flavors like wild berry. Those
yeah,
ones
but
aren't
the
as sour.
Oh, did Adam say the sour ones or just normal?
Hey, there's so many more different.
Sour Patch Kids and sour trolleys.
I
So
think
he
you
said
have
sour
like
ones, but they're
any
not
kind
that
of
sour.
trolleys over here, and then any kind of Sour Patch Kids. So you got like the watermelon Sour Patch Kids,
Yeah.
That's true.
Sour Patch teenagers, Sour Patch
Okay.
adults.
I get it.
Okay. But anyway, yeah. So I'd take over the postal service basically, and then
Run to Australia.
run to Australia, and then take over the rest of the world, influencing people through their phones, and then I'd divide the world into Sour Patch Kids and trolley gummy worms, and that's how I would take over the world
Hmm.
and sustain the peace.
Yeah, it's as easy as.
1, 2, 3.
It's done in 3 easy steps.
Yeah. All right.
I'll go.
Okay.
To be honest, I didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about it, but I did have to like start over a few times.
Okay.
So basically, the first step is to study to become a doctor. Okay.
Ooh, what kind of doctor?
Just like who does like checkups on
Medical
Okay.
doctor.
kids on site.
Just
Yeah.
like a general physician.
Yeah.
MD.
And like a really smart doctor. Okay.
Mhm.
And what I do is I create like this little tiny chip. This little chip that I insert into patient. Anyway, so every patient that comes in, I put a little chip into their head or somewhere in their body. Yeah, it has to be in their brain, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, it does no harm. It's just like a little shot. No harm done. And then basically I'm playing this slow game here. And I kind of just have to like keep doing that process. But nobody knows they have the chips in their head.
Yeah.
Because they just think it's like a good shot for them.
Yeah.
And so basically I wait like 25 years until all of my patients are like grown up. Because I'm like doing it with kids and stuff. Nothing against kids.
You're a pediatrician and you're doing this, man? Come
Yeah.
on.
Anyway, so I can like flip the chip on and off to like brainwash them
Yeah.
and basically get them to do what I want, right?
Mhm.
Huh.
And so after 25 years, I give them all of the equipment and I send them out on a mission to like one by one get a chip into
So
their
they
head.
all become doctors and
Yeah.
So it's
repeat
like-
the process.
No, they don't become doctors. They're just out in the
Oh,
world.
okay.
And
Just
like,
stabbing people with the
Yes.
with the shot.
yeah, just like grabbing them into the alley,
Like the
pew, and then let them
like
go.
kind of like zombies or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse, but like not as noticeable
Mhm.
because people just think they're getting help.
Yeah.
Or like big health camps or helpless
Yeah.
shot. So like slowly, one by one, turns into like 365 by 365 because I'm sending out all my little minions that I've prepped in the last
Mhm.
25 years to go get
Yeah.
everybody else. And yeah, that's pretty much until the whole world is covered.
So that's actually more like realistic plan. I went with gummy worms.
Well, I don't know if that's more realistic.
That's true.
Yeah,
Because you're assuming that you'll have access to this technology that nobody else does.
yeah, that's what I spend for 25
And you
years
have
building.
to like
Yeah.
get a hold of 8.2 billion of these things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
mean,
what I
once you
start. Like,
hit,
think
like,
of how many kids I see every day on my job.
You know.
One day, say I see, I don't know, 10 kids. That's like very minimum.
But the thing is, after like a year, you're just mostly seeing the same kids
But then if
Sure.
But then new
those
ones
people
grow up.
Yeah.
infect the other people.
So
Yeah.
10 kids in one day times 365 days times 25.
Because once you hit a point, it'll just
And it just
it'll just
multiplies.
snowball in.
Yeah, it just
everybody.
keeps going. And the government can't really just kill the people because they haven't done anything wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
because I can flip the switch off and they don't know what happened and they just keep living their lives as normal people.
Yeah, and even if you didn't get like the entire population of the world, once you hit a certain number, you're
Yeah.
still an unstoppable force.
Or like control the people in power.
Mhm.
And then
You
I
could still
moved to
have a-
Australia.
Yeah, that's true. If you targeted the people in power, it'd be.
You guys
Yeah.
both have to make sure you put a big amount of troops in Siam, though.
That's true
Yeah.
because if they come through, because they can come through India and China through Siam.
Yeah.
The other option is to hide out in South America and get like.
Yeah. Take the Americas, hold them, and
Yeah.
then going
Because
down.
they're both worth 2 points. Africa is the one that people don't take a lot
Yeah.
because it's hard.
Normally one person gets stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I usually go for South America, to be honest. South America. I never go for Asia. That's just a bad move.
One thing I've noticed though about people when they play Risk is that not always, but generally speaking, when they're playing on a board, they tend to place their troops more heavily closer to where they're sitting on the board. So
oh
like,
yeah.
if I'm sitting by Australia, I would tend to place more troops closer to where I'm at.
I think no matter where you were, you try to go for
Yeah,
Australia.
I always go for Australia anyway.
But yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go next. I was thinking my plan was pretty out there and not that realistic, but after hearing your guys', mine seems pretty doable actually.
Okay.
So I have mine in a 4-step plan.
Aw.
So
Step
step
three.
1, So I'll give you a little background. You guys kind of went, especially Colton, went more just like a power route, just
Mhm.
by controlling more people to
Mhm.
control the world, more power. My approach is a little different. I'm going to take what I call like a utopian approach. So basically, I make my area of living and all the people who live in my area like so much better and have such better lives that everybody else can't help but want to be a part of.
Okay.
Or
How
live
would,
under
how
my
would you
wing.
give them better lives?
So that's what I'm going to get
This is
into.
communism 101.
No.
I'm getting communism vibes.
This is not communism. Okay, so step 1, would be just to control America. Easy first step.
How would you do that?
How would I do it?
Are you getting to that?
Yeah, that's my next step.
I'll just keep my mouth closed.
No, questions are good. So
There's no
To-
such thing as a dumb
There's-
question.
there's not.
Well.
So there's two. Let's say there's two main areas to control America. If you
Mhm.
can control the politics and the economy.
Okay.
That's how you can take over America. And so I wrote this little line that I have no idea if it's true, but it sounds cool. It's politicians control the economy and the economy controls the politicians. Yeah, it's like a circular thing. So I will just control both the economy.
By controlling one, you control both.
Yeah, but if I control
Both.
both, then I also control both. So
Okay.
I'll just
Okay.
I'll just control the politicians and the economy because I'm
Mhm.
controlling one that controls the other that controls the other. So that's just like those are details for the future that I'm assuming you have to like this great multi-trillion-dollar company and I don't know go into politics and you just slowly develop and control both. That's like in the margins that I haven't figured out yet.
Okay.
Mm.
So you just take over America, step one. Step two is turn America into a utopia.
Okay.
So I say to make a good nation and a good place, it starts with having good people.
There's no such thing as good people.
Yeah, that's morally obligated people.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. I'm not saying like good as in like generally, yeah. This is people who have good morals and generally
Motives.
good values.
Yeah.
So I would use social conditioning. So I would start off with like the school system, and just train people up to love what is good and hate what is evil.
Mm.
And I would also modify the English language to
Hey.
yes.
What if they don't want to be changed that?
Well, it's gonna be
Force
slowly, so
them.
they wouldn't know. So I would slowly modify the English.
Oh, it's like they don't know anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just slowly happening.
Yeah.
So I would also modify the English language over decades, so it slowly happened. But basically, what I would do is I would change words so that everything that's like a good virtue in a way, or represents that, or something that's like admirable for someone to do, would be these like nice, beautiful words that are like sound good to the ear and roll off the tongue.
Like not with a lot of eyes or
Yeah, just good words. Not that actually, it is funny that a lot of good words do have good sounds, but I would exaggerate it more. And then also like words that represent bad things, something that's dishonorable or unvirtuous. They would be these like almost painful words to say and hear. They just like have a lot of harsh sounds and they
Yeah.
just almost hurt when you hear them. Just like subconsciously motivate people to pursue what is better.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, just also, in the education system, like maybe incorporate a little more classical music. And I actually had a cool idea for that is you can use this like reverse psychology effect. So what you do is you as like the government and economy, you try to like use all the music that people kind of like in a way to like advertise and like almost people think you're trying to control them through the music they like, so they go back to the older, better form. And I was also thinking you could like pump AI music and just like completely overload the market so people also go back to what is better,
Okay.
And
So
so
I'm
I'm
assuming that we still have like the
recordings.
same kind of technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so I believe that if you had an area of us quote unquote good people, that would just fix all your problems because they would solve the problems for you. If they're these people who had good virtue, they would create their own organizations to solve homelessness and to fix all these things and care for their parents and all this other issues you have. So if you can have virtuous people, they will solve all the issues for themselves.
That's where I would step in.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely have to say, like, of course you know this and our audience knows this, but all people are sinners and
Yeah.
like transformation only comes through the gospel. So
Mhm.
just
Yes.
saying that. This is hypothetical. We don't
Yeah.
we're not saying any of this is good to do. In fact,
Oh
it's
no, I was
not
just trying
good
to think
do.
of the most practical way to do.
This is just Cade's most Okay.
Easy 4 steps.
Yes. Okay, step number 3. It's just simply take over the world.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, people outside will see how desirable and how much better the U.S. would be, and then they just would want to come under our wing.
Mhm.
What about the people? Some people would see how good it is and want to destroy it. What would you do with those people?
You would leave them outcast because I think if you're going to take over the world, you just need to have majority of power, and I
Okay.
think the majority of people, a majority of a
What
people
if
just
there was,
want
like,
something
a
better.
big mob
A big mob.
of people who wanted to destroy it, like a whole country who wanted to destroy the USA.
Well, the U.S. does have pretty good defenses. Okay. And then step 4. Now, this is just like a fun hypothetical idea that to improve people's living. And I call it like the better community.
Okay.
So imagine like you'd live in these smaller, like 200-person communities. So big enough where there's a lot of people, but you still basically know who everybody is, everybody's name. And then these are kind of like a hybrid in between some like modern technology, but then imagine like a medieval village where you have basically your own baker of the town, your own.
That's me,
so-
coach.
So take all the good things from
Yeah,
each
so
century and stuff like that.
Basically, my main idea is that, AI is going to take over. So what they're going to do is we're just going to use AI for like all the mining and all the farming and manufacturing. And then you take all these raw materials, like all the grain and stuff, and you can give it to your local miller. And then you do these maybe not older, they could still use modern technology, but it'll all be made locally within the town and community.
It's like the technology is kind of outside, but the town
Yeah.
is more in a bubble of
Its own.
without the technology.
Yeah, and so then like every town would have their own their church, and they would have their own. They would kind of be self-ruled with their own governor in a way. They would have their own baker, their own tailor,
mayor.
and just all those
Grocery
things. So
guy.
people would have these more traditional trades, but then they'd also have technology. And then I'm thinking they'd of course have good education, and then maybe you take like the top 1% and give them an opportunity to come work outside to improve the
AI.
farming and production and AI and take care of all that.
What if AI goes on strike and they aren't producing any of the materials anymore?
We'll just program AI not to.
Simple
Even
as
though
that.
that's not exactly how it works, but
Hey, this is theoretical. So
yeah,
it's okay.
So that's
It'll work.
basically my 4-step plan to take over the world.
Yeah. Well, Cade, I think you definitely thought about this more than we did.
Yep.
But
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I think it sounds. I like the end result. Kind of sounds fun.
Yep.
But though I bet there'd be stuff I'd miss.
yeah.
Like all my questions.
Yeah.
We're not perfect, and there's a reason that a utopian society hasn't been created yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's because I wasn't in control. Let me socially condition people. No. Okay, Lane.
Well, my plan to take over the world was kind of like Adam's, where you take over something that the majority of people have. And so my step one would be to buy an old abandoned warehouse just
Okay.
somewhere. Okay.
Like how big?
I mean, just like,
Decent size.
average warehouse.
Okay.
But
Like a barn or
one
something.
thing that this warehouse has to have is an old, dark, back, scary room in the back. Okay.
to come up with all your secret plans and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And
I
so
see.
in the front of this warehouse, I'm going to have like, normal warehouse business and everything.
What business would you make it? Like grocery or
Yeah,
just
storefront.
in general?
It
Everything.
wouldn't be a storefront, it'd be a warehouse. But
Like, would you disguise it as something?
yeah,
Like
I
you
mean,
guys just
my
sell
my
gas caps or
operation would be
something?
in the back in the
Okay.
back scary room. So
Okay.
to start with, I don't know what I'm gonna have in my warehouse.
Yeah.
But some sort of cleaning products or something maybe.
Mhm.
Or I have a
Clorox
better
wipes.
idea. I could make it an animal food store. Okay, because
Ooh.
that goes into my
Okay.
plan.
Okay.
So in the back room, I'm gonna have some hamsters. Okay.
Okay.
And you know how hamsters are on a wheel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I would hook up the hamster's wheel to generate electricity.
Yeah.
It's like
Okay.
one big
Okay.
wheel or like a bunch
Well,
of little tiny wheels.
I've got a bunch of hamsters in the dark, scary room, so they would all generate some electricity, and then I would use that electricity to power my warehouse,
Yeah.
and use the money I saved to save up, and then with that money, okay, I'm gonna start a foundation to help
Ooh.
save the hamsters.
Okay. From
Okay.
like maltreatment or from people's homes? Or?
Just help save the hamsters.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Look, those adorable things.
I'm sure
suffering.
hamsters suffer from depression, anxiety,
Okay.
trauma in their past.
Yeah.
But anyway,
From like being forced to
this
run in
would
a
cause
warehouse.
this would cause people to donate hamsters to me. So
Okay.
then I'd get rid of my pet food warehouse, and then I'm just gonna start a hamster electricity generating station in my warehouse.
It
Okay.
sounds a lot like the movie Bad Guys.
Never seen.
Never seen it.
Really? You guys have never seen it?
It's
No.
possible. I don't know.
It's not a lot. Anyway, continue.
All right, so once I have my warehouse filled with hamsters that are all generating electricity, I've got enough to maybe start a power company.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is where the people come in. it's a plan that'd take a while to start with, but once I get it started, I bet it will explode. Because how many people are gonna reject hamster-powered electricity? You know?
Yeah. Also, I think
5H
most people
Wi-Fi.
just care about the price.
Yeah.
They don't care much about the.
Well, it could be cheap.
5H Wi-Fi.
Because all I have to do
Five
is feed the hamsters, which might get a little spendy, but
Yeah. Look, I mean, as many as you have, if they die off.
yeah. I mean, hamsters probably reproduce pretty quickly.
Yeah. It could be a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would get this electricity company going, and then so I'd have a bunch of customers all
Well,
across the nation.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How? I know electricity companies in America have to be government approved, and it takes like 10 years for that to happen and stuff.
Well, we're not going to worry about that right
Okay.
now.
He's a
This
good
is-
maybe you
citizen
start early on getting
saving
approved.
Yeah.
hamsters.
I'd
Who cares about government rules?
yeah,
It's for the hamsters.
it's for the hamsters. Just keep that in mind. All right, so then once I get my customers, a big majority of customers, I would shut off their power. Okay, and then they're just required to do anything I say,
Oh.
Okay.
which isn't
So like if you got
the most
control over-
realistic thing. But
Question.
So you
What
ta-
if they
you
have
get 'em
like guns and they like come out to your warehouse?
They don't know where he has.
Yeah, my
well, at this
warehouse-
point, he has several warehouses too.
my warehouse
Uh-huh.
is
Oh,
probably
shit.
still in disguise.
And he'd probably have
because,
like a monopoly.
customers
on the-
don't just come into warehouses.
That's true.
Yeah,
There's just a storage facility.
and maybe you
usually.
could like do that to like I don't know Washington D.C. or something. So like places of power.
Yeah, and by this
Yeah.
point, I bet I'd have
I bet they have
multiple
their own
locations.
generators.
So my
Mhm.
hamster,
Save the hamsters.
yeah,
Do
save
you have
the
a way of
hamsters.
like sabotaging people's generators and stuff?
Well,
Just
I mean,
take the-
I could train the hamsters up to do this kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I could have my attack hamsters, my
defensive.
generator hamsters, and defensive
bodyguards.
hamsters, bodyguards.
Get
So I'll
'em all
just
buff,
use the
Pump
hamsters
an iron in
as
that back scary room.
You could use Colton's mind control on your hamsters. to
Oh,
take
yeah.
over the world.
Okay.
But yeah, once I have the majority of the country under my electrical monopoly, I can just take away their power because
Why not?
everybody uses power these days, and then I'm sure all the other electrical companies would be down the tubes,
Yeah, they'd be trying to develop their own hamster technologies.
Yeah. But since it's so
Save
secretive,
the turtles. So why not?
nobody cares about turtles.
Turtle-powered electricity isn't as good as
Exactly.
hamster, though.
Yeah, hamsters are just like running on those little wheels all day long, and they don't have to be forced to. But since I have so many of them,
They
can
choose
take
to.
turns.
they choose to. Yeah.
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 Like, get off the wheel.
It's
I
better
wanna get on
than
the wheel.
living here than not living at all.
You could just
Yeah.
advertise it like a cow. Like, if cows need to be milked, and if they're not milked, then...
Yeah, it's
They'll
just a
die.
free exercise facility for hamsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. just run off their past...
I do have one question.
Yes.
So you're getting your electricity from like spinning this wheel from hamsters.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better to use like water or something?
Well, yeah, but that's less.
But it does.
undercover.
If
Oh.
you use water instead of hamsters.
Oh, because people know you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
people ruin the whole save the hamsters.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a good cause that I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm giving hamsters a better life all across
So-
the world.
And then you just start with the U.S. and then take over the world.
Yeah, and then I can use the people that I take away their power from
Blackmailed.
to help me. Yeah, basically blackmail.
Mm.
Nice.
And then you
I'm
might
gonna
be able
kill this hamster if you don't.
But then you hold the hamsters as hostages.
Yep,
Okay.
well,
definitely win a more
Manipulation.
but a more non-realistic route than
Hey,
At
that is
least
very
Cade.
realistic.
Yeah.
could be.
Oh, it could happen.
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, guys, if any of you were thinking about taking over the world, I hope we gave you some good inspiration to storyboard off of.
And now, if anyone tries to do this, you'll be prepared, and you can stand up and fight back. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if any of you have any fun and creative ideas how to do this, please leave them in comments below.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
leave a comment.
we expect about 3-page length essays from
Or
each.
just 3 bullet points.
Oh yeah, that way.
And-
you could do your 3-step plan.
And one final time, we don't approve of any of this. It was all...
We all came up. Well, I guess Cade probably prepared more than us three, but I know.
I honestly only put like 20 minutes into mine.
Well, Yeah,
I
but-
think I did it like 4 hours before coming here.
Yeah.
yeah, I did it on the way here, so.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
All right. All right, it's comment time again. And we have a couple of good ones this time. Start off with Karis says, Would you rather never eat fries or bacon again in your life?
Ooh.
That
This is
is
pretty
a hard
easy.
question.
I gotta go. Never eat bacon again.
Okay.
Because, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not really ever craving bacon. Like, it sounds
Yeah.
good and it tastes good. I'll eat it if it's there. But
Yeah.
a lot of times I'm craving just some good old fries.
That's true.
Some
And there's so
crinkle
much
fries.
more variety with
There
fries
is.
too.
Yeah.
So,
Well-
like, I can't go to a restaurant and
Yeah.
not get fries.
Is
You know
this
what I mean?
just fries, so you could still have tater tots and other stuff, potato products, just no French
Yeah,
fries?
just no French fries, but like no
Steak
kind of French
fries.
fries
potato
at all.
wedges don't count.
Yeah.
No.
I
It's in a
think
stick and it's made from a potato.
Yeah.
yeah, I think probably anything that could be close to a fry. So like
But you want
I would even say potato wedges would not count. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
you can't eat potato wedges, but you can eat
Yeah.
like just take a raw potato and just
Or you could have baked potato and
it just
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
can't be fried. One thing about bacon is that it's basically not very good meat in every other animal, but
Uh-huh.
in the pig, they've turned it into like a really good food, and like everybody loves it.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd have to go fries because
Wait, you never want to
No,
eat
no,
fries
no.
again?
I'd have to never eat bacon again because
Okay.
there's just I eat fries way more than bacon.
Yeah, same.
well, I'm going to factor George's question into this.
Okay.
And it was if you had to eat the same thing for 1 year, what would it be? So what I would do is I'd eat bacon for a year, and then I'd be sick of bacon, and I wouldn't want to eat it for like a long time. So then I'd take Karis's question, and then I'd be like, I don't want to eat bacon. I want to
Ooh.
eat fries only, no
Smart.
bacon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would go with never eating bacon again. I eat bacon, but I think it would be easier to find alternatives for bacon than it would be
Yeah.
for fries.
If I had to eat one food for a year, assuming you could put like multiple ingredients, assuming this was like one meal,
Yeah.
I would do probably tacos because there's some variety in tacos, but also just the combination of food is really good.
Yeah. Is this like if I chose a sandwich, do I get access to every sandwich that's ever existed, or just the one sandwich for a year?
I'd say the one sandwich.
Would I be allowed to just like put everything on that sandwich and then just pick off what I want for that meal?
Well, it'd have to be like specific. It's like if you
So it
want a
has to
ham and
be-
cheese sandwich, it has to
that's-
be like
it's-
ham and provolone.
It's only ham and cheese. For
And
the
then
year.
like for tacos, you could only do one kind of taco. You can't do
Yeah.
like chicken tacos,
Yeah.
beef tacos.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you couldn't like put an unrealistic amount of toppings and then pick off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you could have multiple types of food
Like
in
if you
your
want to
food.
put Cheerios on your tacos and then just pick it off, that's not acceptable.
Yeah. Hey, Cheerios on tacos.
Yeah, Cheerios on tacos is just not acceptable to start with.
Exactly.
And then if you were to pick them off,
Eat them
then you're in the red. No, I
But-
think I would go with some type of sandwich where it's like I would pick a sandwich where I could get all my basic nutrition from it, so I would at least nutritionally live and be okay. Get my protein, my vitamins, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And still have quite a bit of variety.
Yeah, and still not get too sick of it because I do enjoy sandwiches.
I think for me, we're just talking like one main entree here.
Mhm.
Okay, I'd have to go. One of the best burgers, I really like it, is Wendy's bacon cheeseburger.
No,
Yes.
you did not just say Wendy's.
Oh, I just said it. And I just can't get sick of that burger.
With
It's
the
so good.
square beef patties.
I think if you had
I
it
don't
for
care.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner for one day, you'd be sick of it.
Oh, I wouldn't. Trust me.
I think if you had a Wendy's burger, you probably would want to skip breakfast most days and just do maybe lunch
Yeah.
and dinner.
But hey, that's my final answer. You can mock me all you want.
Oh,
I want a Wendy's bacon cheeseburger.
Okay.
Oh, but then you can't eat bacon or fries because you got to choose the one or the other.
Well, that's the next year.
Oh, okay.
Well, does
And
he get the
since I've
fries or just the burger?
that's true.
Just the burger.
Yeah, just the burger. Because
And
then I could
since-
like theoretically get chips with my sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since then, I've never had fries in a while, but I keep having bacon. Kind of like with Anne's theory. I'd
Mhm.
choose fries. Never eat bacon again.
If you had to do them both for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for sending in those comments. Keep the comments coming because they are pretty fun to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.
And our poll for this episode is going to be trolleys versus Sour Patch Kids.
So
Or
if
bacon.
Don't say
Adam ever
fries.
does happen to take over the world, we know where you'd live.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Wait.
just for safekeeping. It'll save time in the future.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know where the locations for the Trolleys would live and the Sour Patch
Like,
Kids?
is one of them on
Okay, I think we might move. So
the Americas?
if you think about like a risk board, we
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids people in like America, South America, and then maybe
What?
Africa.
That's garbage.
And
You're
then-
giving them the better.
in Canada, yeah,
In
all
Canada.
that.
And then,
all
like,
that's in
I'm
I'm
South
going
America.
on strike.
The
I'm
tro-
gonna cross that red line into
The trolley
America.
people could take Europe, Asia, and Australia. And I think that would be a pretty good.
Who gets the
compromise.
North and South pole?
We do.
We get both of them.
We get both of them.
Okay, that's fine. I'll have fun in my Americas.
Well, we could make a new nation of.
The
We could
United
just
Nation
build our
of
own
Trump.
government.
the trolleys will rebel.
I feel like you just created a greater.
You've
that's
just
how you-
created two sides that hate each
I
other
know,
even
that's-
more.
You're gonna start World War III if you do that.
Mhm.
Where will you live?
I would live
He'll
right,
have his
right in the
own
middle.
continent.
A submarine in the
Yeah,
ocean.
I'd kind of live on
Like
that
Hawaii?
island where in the middle of the Atlantic where Flint Lockwood lives.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right under the
That would
A
be like
in Atlantic.
HQ for my
Yes.
world domination.
Yeah.
Sardine land.
What letter was that under?
A.
It was
It was
under
right
the
under
A.
the A.
in Atlantic.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Final conclusion. Don't forget to comment. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed yet.
And the last poll we did was, have you ever made breakfast in bed for your mother on Mother's Day? And I don't know if you were all honest, but we had a 63% of the votes say that they had in fact made breakfast in bed for
And
their
just
mothers.
to clear things up, I have made breakfast in bed for my mother.
Did you go home and check?
Wait,
the
did you
I
make the
got-
breakfast in bed or for her?
For her in bed.
Okay.
But I got sibling confirmation. And then
Okay.
once my sibling confirmed, then she remembered.
Yeah.
So you have in fact.
I
done it.
have confirmation that I have done it.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
Well, goodbye, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye now.
Bye now. 3,
So with
2, 1.
Peace
Peace
out.
That was so cool.